Hello, my name is Chastity Nevares,
Hello, my name is Gabriela Renteria.
and we chose for the sustainable assignment. We chose quality education.
Our title for this presentation is Awakening a Better Educational System.
We were researching how the pandemic has affected education for students during this research. We have been able to sit down with students and parents who have been affected during this pandemic. We decided to go more in depth with the sustainable development goal because we want to better the education for not only young adults and children, but also for ones who are seeking an education at a university or a community college.
In our research, we explore one of the main topics that have been affected during the pandemic, and that was social interaction and communication. This pandemic has impacted social interaction between the students, classmates, and with their teachers. Due to this lack of communication between student and teacher, the student's English language does not improve because of that. As well as for parenting, since most of the parents are either working, or sometimes they're like unable to supervise their child. They're unable to check on their child and see if they have completed their assignments for their school. As for the teacher's role, students feels incomplete, and teachers had to make a huge adjustment because of this pandemic. So for sustainable development, the teachers now should train both offline and online in case a situation like this happens again, as well as gain a better communication with their students. Administrators and teachers' aide should monitor more during online classes. Parents should communicate more about assignments with the child, and teachers and parents should set up meetings once a week to check how their child is doing online and at the school.
For another research that we had did was engagement and mental health effects. So during this time, we were able to interview 4 parents and 6 students from grades to 4th to 10th. And here are some things that they were able to describe on how they felt and what they were going through. So they were feeling mentally and physically drained, unable to communicate emotionally with others due to lack of human-to-human interaction. They were unable to do extra activities because they had so much work, so much schoolwork that they had to do. They were unable to pay attention due to feeling drained as well. And especially some of these families we were able to interview, they lost some family members during the pandemic. So that took a negative effect on them emotionally. Suicidal thoughts were occurred during these times as well. And here's some sustainable developments that we were able to provide. So provide a proper amount of work for students to have. We were told that a lot of the students had that were at doing the virtual learning had had more work than the students that were at home. And hopefully, sometime later on, these teachers can provide an interactive outdoor activities for these students for like homework or for class assignments. Also providing Zoom sessions for these students to do with each other. So we had heard that they stopped having the Zoom interactions with student to students. So hopefully they can do that again, because that could help them with, you know, communicating more with other students, even talking about their feelings to these other students. That could help them, you know, understand what they're going through, and even help them with assignments that they don't understand. Having more counselor days for students. This would be good for students to really talk to someone professional on how they feel, and to communicate with these students on how they're feeling during these days that they speak to them, provide more attention to their mental health, asking how they're doing, how they're feeling during those times or during the day, and communicate with parents if they see any change in their interaction.
And the result of this, we believe and hope that the research we did on how to improve the quality of education will not only benefit children and young adults, but also college students, teachers, and professors. Thank you so much.
Thank you.